because your immersive experience has been hijacked. It is highly recommended that you disconnect.
Good evening, and welcome to the Immersive Experience, a podcast about you, for you, from you. I'm your guide, Desi Lou, and today we talk about gender role reversal. Okay, so I think that this is a fascinating topic, okay? I'm going to tell you why this topic is fascinating because a lot of us want to move in traditionalism, and it's just kind of like, are we still traditionalist? Like, is that still how we operate? Are those still the things that we want to do? If you're a traditional man, how do you find a traditional woman? Or what does a traditional woman look like for you? Like, what does that look like? Or if you're a oh, hold on, you guys. Good evening.
Oh no,
Not much. What's going on with you?
that was driving, you know me, driving
Driving?
home. Yeah,
Got a lot of wind in your background.
yeah, I know. I'm on the highway right now.
Oh, I thought your window was down or something. Boy, I just knew your window was down. Okay. But you can hear me fine.
Yeah, you heard me pretty decent.
Yeah, I can hear you okay. Mic check. 1 2 1 2.
Hold on, let me take
Oh,
you off
it's
the
so
phone.
bad.
Maybe that'd be a little better.
J Rails, it's good. It's good to have you back.
I'm good to be back to y'all.
Absolutely. It's been a long time coming. But I know you was gonna bring your ass back now. But anyway. Um, okay, so gender role reversal. I mean, I was just saying that I think this is an interesting topic.
Yeah, I agree for sure.
You do? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
All I
All
hear
I
is
hear is
me.
me.
I think I
I think
like
I
the
like the
sound of
sound of
it,
it,
but the
but
echo
the
is
echo is
annoying.
annoying.
Hmm. Jay, can you
Jay,
hear
can
me?
you hear me?
If you can
If you
hear
can
me,
hear
I
me, I
cannot hear
cannot
you.
hear you.
Okay, so we are talking about gender role reversal. If you'll have to come out, you'll have to go out and come back in because I can't hear you. All I heard was an echo of me. So, right, gender role reversal. I think that is an interesting topic because I think it's per basis. I don't think it's something that you could just throw into a pot and be like, this is what it has to be, because you can't do that. That's not possible. I mean, it is if you're that type of person. If that's how you think, if that's how you look at things, then you can do that. But myself, I just don't think it's something that you should throw into a melting pot, because it's levels to this shit, right? It depends on the people that you with. It depends on those, like, y'all, certain types of factors, what y'all got going on together, not about what nobody else is talking about or what somebody else is saying. It's about what y'all got going. So I think you got to think about things like that. You really gotta see the person that you're with. You have to get an understanding of what their needs are, what your needs are. And that's why I'd always go back to self-development for me, because you have to know yourself. Anything that you do, you have to know what you want, how you want it, how you gonna go about getting. Like, a lot of people say like, oh, I don't like to plan shit. I think that for me, what works best for me is that I have to have a balance. I don't know what works for everybody else. Like, I just gotta have that like happy balance. Like, I know how to be spontaneous, but I also know how to plan things out to give me like some form of goal to hit, something to reach, so I could keep. Okay, I think he got back in. Hello.
Okay, my bad. I'm back.
Okay, I was like, I don't know what happened.
Now my damn
Okay.
service job back with us.
You said what?
My service job back from Iowa kind of ugly.
Oh, okay. Your service gonna be, you gonna be all right? You gonna get good, strong service?
Yeah, I feel better now. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna let you know when you're going in and out because it's a little choppy right now. So, but I was just saying that why does gender roles matter? Like, why do they matter in relationships?
They matter, in my opinion, for multiple reasons. One, it creates balance. And without balance, relationships don't feel like it'll work. I don't feel like it'll mesh right. It'll be too many problems, too many egos, way too much stubbornness, and not enough understanding. Without all that, it won't work, in my opinion.
Okay. What's your like? So what type of roles you think a man and a woman should play in a relationship? What would work best in a relationship for you?
That's something to be talked about in each relationship because a lot of relationships are different.
Right.
In some relationships, you have the guy who's the predominant breadwinner, but in some, you have the women who's the predominant breadwinner. Like I've seen it balanced out in both ways with each household. It's based on how your household is and or how your relationship is. But if I had to, in a sense, break it down from a regular standpoint, technically speaking, yes, a guy is supposed to take control of most of the responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
And technically, for the female role, it's more nourishing, it's more comforting, it's more of like the 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 relaxation in a sense. Like she's supposed to bring that calmness to a man's life. Not saying that a guy is supposed to do the same thing for a woman. I feel like from a male perspective, you're supposed to bring less stress to a woman's life, but a woman's
Mm-hmm.
supposed to bring more calmness to a man's life.
So basically, vice versa.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel that, and I agree with that. It's not to say that. I'll say that it's not to say that gender roles don't matter. I think that whatever role you're playing in a relationship, like you said earlier, just this what I was saying when we got disconnected, that it's levels to this shit. Like, we all on different levels. We don't all operate on the same level. So we do need different things. So if you a traditional man and you say, "Oh, I'm gonna be the breadwinner and I want you to be a stay at home wife," then okay, cool. Them the roles that we playing. It's when people start stepping outside of their roles that we feel like things have gotten misconstrued. So I feel like where a lot of the arguments come from about gender roles and things like that is it within the Black community.
I 100% agree because
Okay.
I have Hispanic friends, and a lot of their households, their mothers and fathers are solid. And that's not to say that Hispanic households don't break up too. They don't have problems too. But in most cases, their family households stay strong
Mhm.
because of that. It's not all that bickering about, oh, you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that, you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that. They just find a way to get it done and get it done. And that's what it comes down to. And in most Hispanic households, what I've seen, the women don't mind cooking, cleaning. Now, I'm not saying that that's supposed to be their role, but the way most Hispanics are brought up, that is something that they enjoy doing. That's something that they feel like they are supposed to do. As a woman, you're supposed to, you know what I'm saying, be pretty much, in a sense, the head of the house for the house. And then the guy to, you know, pay the bills, take care of this, take care of that, you know, finance-wise, he's supposed to be the top of the finance. Not to say she can't chip in or add on, not to say that at all, but in most Hispanic households, I do have friends that their fathers are solely responsible for the bills. But that's the agreement that works out for them, but it's also something that has worked for them for years. And it's never been a problem. It's never been a back and forth. Always never a, oh, well, why I got to do this? Why I got to do that? If you got to ask why, then don't do it. I mean, at the end of the day, we can always go our separate ways, and you can do it on your own by yourself. It's up to you.
I agree. I agree with that. That's what I say. Like, if you say you got a 50-50 relationship, you got a 50-50 relationship. I think it's about a lot of people coming in with these unrealistic expectations for relationships.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Especially with the people they be picking.
I feel like plays a big part.
What?
Oh, yeah. Another thing I feel like plays a big part is how people are raised. Like, in most black households, you're raised a lot different from a lot of households. A lot of Hispanic, a lot of white, they're raised different. So, like, per se, let's say I'm going to say some black women are not raised to understand, to know how to treat a man. Most black men grow up with just the mother in the household. So it's like they don't know how they're supposed to treat a woman from their father's standpoint, because the father may not be in there. That plays a big part. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen in Hispanic or white households. It's just more likely in a black household.
You broke up. What'd you say?
I'm saying it's not the same as just happening in white or Hispanic households. It's just more likely to happen in black households.
You sound real robotic-y.
My bad. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I would say not to say it doesn't happen in white or Hispanic households. It's just more prone to happen in black households, where most of the time the children are raised one side.
Okay. So you feel like, okay. So I think, like, if we really are talking about gender role reversal, I think that we really have to go back to, like, it go back far. Like, it just go back so far. If it's even from putting fear into the hearts of women to protect the black male, if it's welfare, like, I just feel like it was so many things that kind of systematically separated the black family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, in a lot of ways.
What?
I said, yeah, in a whole lot of ways.
Yeah. So I think I feel like we do a lot of arguing amongst each other because simply we don't understand where each other coming from, and we're not taking the time to understand where each other coming from. If we could sit back and really see a person and show them grace exactly where they are, we wouldn't have to worry about, like, all this gender role shit. We would be able to play the part, because a lot of people get into relationships out of trauma, I go in with the notion of, oh, I'm gonna do better this time, I'm gonna treat this person great, but unbeknownst to me, the shit that happened in my last relationship is still playing on me. And I'm not acknowledging it because I'm trying so hard to move forward, but it's so much shit that's pulling me back. I'm just repeating the cycle all over again. Like, oh, the slightest off pattern. I'm thinking I'm delusional, and maybe you're not. Maybe it is really happening or something like that. But The moment I stop trusting the person is the moment I leave. I
I get.
don't, huh?
I said, yeah, I get that.
I don't think there's a need for me to stay after that. So if we don't have transparency, then we don't have nothing. I need you to be honest with me. I don't think that I don't think that gender roles matter simply because if we have transparency, we know each other where we're at. If they say that 50-50, let's think about the 50-50 scenario where they say that if you're gonna have a man, different days. You could get sick. You probably can't foot the bill because you've been out of work or something like that. Maybe I gotta carry us for a little while. Or like this, it's like shit like that plays in the 50-50 thing. Because I'm pull up. I'm gonna pull up the back end when you can't pull up the back end, or when the front end get too heavy. I don't mind unhitch you from the back and coming to the front, and you can take a break. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just I need to know where you at so I can help you where you at. I don't give a fuck about all this general shit. Where you standing at? What you need? So, cause I want to help you through your shit. What you say? Somebody to come in and make your life easier, right? You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, you heard me?
Yeah, I heard you.
But that's what you said, right? You want somebody to come in and make your life easier.
Yeah.
Right. And that's how they'll do it. But you gotta
And
be willing to show them you.
um, you hear me?
What you say?
I have to.
You breaking up real bad.
Yeah, I said. Is that better now?
A little bit, I think. Keep talking.
Okay. I got two questions for you.
Okay.
So, question number one: how do you honestly feel about 50-50 in the household? And what I mean by that is splitting bills.
I don't care.
Why don't you care?
Cause bills gotta get paid. I mean, like, however, we gotta survive to survive. That's how I wanna survive. If it's
Uh,
gonna be too much on you one way or the other, then okay.
I get that. I respect that. So, next question: how do you feel when women say a man want me to do white stuff without the ring on my finger? I personally don't see that makes no sense at all. Because if you're not doing white stuff, and I'm sorry, I don't believe in, oh, this is white stuff, this is girlfriend stuff. It's either you going to show me why I want to be with you for the rest of my life, or you're not. But me to even propose to you, you got to give me a reason why I'm going to propose. I'm not going to propose to you doing technically, what, girlfriend stuff? It's a waste of my time.
Mhm.
If you can't show me why I should want to be with you the rest of my life, why would I propose? But you have a lot of women that will say, oh, I'm not doing white stuff. I ain't got a ring on my finger. I don't understand what white stuff is.
You know what they talking about.
It don't make no sense to me. Like it makes no sense at all.
I get that. I
But
understand that.
how do you feel about that?
I can't speak for other women. I could speak for me. I'm gonna be me. I mean, and that's all I could be. And if I want to cook for you, then I'm gonna cook for you. If I want to come over to your house because you sick and clean up your house and take care of you, then that's what I'm gonna do. And if you think that's wife material, then cool. But I mean, if not, I'm not doing it because I want something from you. I'm doing it because I care about you, and I think that somebody should take care of you if you in need of being taken care of. You need somebody to look out, then I'm looking out. It ain't never been about a title for me. I mean, you know that. it's
Yeah,
never it's never a title. It's never a thing of, oh, he a man and I'm a woman. Oh no. If I'm in a relationship with you and we walking towards something, And I love you because I ain't gonna get in a relationship with you and not. I love you, so what we doing? And that's always gonna be my question. What are we doing? What you want to do? How you want to do it? All right, let's think about our options. I always want to weigh shit out. That's why I'm so big on communication. And that's why I'm so big on transparency. Because even if I could see the monster in you and still be like, oh, fuck that. That's beautiful too. Like, like I'm on that type of shit. That's why I don't fuck with people like that. It's deeper than that.
I feel that.
Yeah, so that's why I don't think gender roles matter. I got you wherever. I don't care wherever you leak and how we could patch it up. How I want. We need to fix it. I don't just want to patch nothing up.
And no, I feel you. Like I said, I don't feel like gender roles really play too much of a part. I just feel it's
Hmm.
more of like whatever y'all situation is, y'all figure that out and figure out what works for y'all. I mean, if
Yeah.
her taking care of the bills from January to June, and you take care of the bills from July to December, like whatever works for y'all, that works for y'all relationship. I don't feel like it's a gender thing. I just feel like certain areas of the gender play a role. Like like I said, I do strongly believe that a man should bring less stress to a woman's life,
Hmm.
and I feel like a woman should bring more, peace or relaxation to a man's life.
Yeah. I agree.
But that's not to say
If
that a
I
man.
What you said?
So that's not to say that a man can't bring relaxation to a woman's life. So it's not to say that. I just feel like as a guy, as a male, I want you to stress as less as possible.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's how I feel though. That's why I said vice versa earlier. It's like vice versa. Shit, it's that. So I think so. Okay, so even if we think about gender roles, we know how it used to play out back in the old days. So let's start with the workplace. So gender roles changed in the workplace before they changed anywhere. So how you think that affected relationships and things like that?
Talking about like as far as the workplace,
Well, yeah. Well, how did that affect the workplace?
it affects the workplace. I feel like 50-50. It gave, and this is late but true. It gave guys eye candy. I mean, in a sense, in the workplace, it gave them something to look at, and it gave women that accomplishment or that knowledge of knowing that okay, we could be just as level with the males. Even though in some scenarios they're still not. You still have some women that will do the same job as the next male but get paid less because they're a woman. Not to say it's right, but it does happen.
Mhm. That do definitely do happen. How do you did you what shifts has influenced expectation and pressures on both genders? Like what you think has shifted that's influenced pressures on both genders?
Overall, I would say for one, how you brought up because,
Mhm.
like I said, a lot of kids are brought up in a one-parent household. So a lot of that comes into play with that one parent bagging the next parent. Then when they go to the other parent, that parent bags the other parent. It's like let these kids grow up and see their parents for what they are on their own. They gonna see it regardless. I feel like that's where it starts, and then it just becomes a never ending cycle as they get older. It's always this and that, and like oh men ain't this, men ain't that. Then a woman have one bad relationship, next thing you know, oh well these N words ain't shit. It's like you have one bad relationship. It happens in life. It's life. Like people got to get over the fact that you had one bad relationship. You had two. You had seven. It happens. It's life. You're gonna go through bad shit. That's the same way with work. You're gonna go through bad stuff at work, but you still get your ass up and go. That's life. You're gonna go through
But
bad stuff
like
with family.
what's the deal breaker though? Like what's like okay, that's enough.
No. I'm not saying stick out in a relationship. What I'm saying is People will go through a bad relationship and then hang that on the next motherfucker. Oh, I've been through this. Nah, fuck all that. Like I, whatever you went through in that relationship, that's done and over with. It's gone. You left, right? So it's done. There ain't no reason why I had to deal with this last person. Their mistake. I don't know you and I don't know them. Why I gotta deal with their stuff? Why are you bringing this?
That's like what women be yelling, come healed already.
But it's like even with that, I don't feel like I 100% do not feel like people need time to heal at their relationship. What do you need time to heal?
Why you don't think that?
I 100% do not, because what are you healing from? Because in reality, in most relationships, a lot of things you go through, people are not accountable. Let me say this right here. If Sally Sue is dating Tom, and Tom cheats on Sally Sue, and Sally Sue decides to stay, and then Tom cheats again, Sally Sue, that's your fault. I'm sorry. Not to say Tom is right, but Sally Sue, that's your fault, because you decided to stay. So now you're inflicting more hurt and more damage to yourself because you decide to keep staying and keep dealing with this, keep dealing with that, keep dealing with this, keep dealing with that. If you're going to deal with it, that's nothing but self-inflicted wounds, self-inflicted damage. So you're not healing from what this person did. You're healing from what you allowed.
But that's obvious. That might be a reason why people never heal, because they don't acknowledge their actions. And people will blame it on, I mean, and I'm not saying that it's not true, because I worked with people who had I don't want to say it wrong, but is it like, I don't know, they was delusional. And
I 100% get that. But at the same
and
time,
it was real. It was real delusion for them. You know what I'm saying? Like they was trapped in that. They couldn't see past their insecurities. We be the biggest persons in our way. And so people don't process on the level that you process on. And that's the thing about scaling it back sometimes. Just understanding that, okay, you're not there yet. We're gonna have to walk you there. And when people call me and they be talking to me and telling me about their troubles and stuff, I'm always reminding them, like simply reminding them, like how strong they is or who they are. Like remember yourself. Like understand you got a lot more to you than just letting some nigga punch you in the face, bro. Like I think people just be so ready to spaz because of what they would do, opposed to meeting somebody exactly where they are. Like you understand that they in love. You understand that they not too ready to give up just yet. You do see that they feel like they stuck because they think that ain't nobody else gonna want them because this person done. You know, it's like the brainwashing. You got to think about even all these people in America. We could talk about religion and how people feel like people done brainwashed them with religion, how people have brainwashed us with the educational system. Like it's just so many things, and you know how hard it is to unlearn something, especially a belief that you got about yourself.
oh, that's 100%. And that's why, to me, the biggest thing in life is being able to be accountable. If you
Hmm.
cannot be accountable to yourself, you will never heal, no matter what. No matter what you think, no matter how you think, no matter how you think it's supposed to go. You will not heal if you're not accountable for your own self. You
Yeah.
got to be able to be accountable. Until you're able to do that, there is no such thing as, oh, I need time to heal, or I've never healed from this. It's because you're not accountable for your own actions.
Right.
Be able to be accountable.
And that's how you gonna heal. You gotta understand the part you played in this story. I play
That's the
all
way.
my parts well. If they gonna make me the villain, baby, I'm gonna be a badass villain. You hear me?
It is what it is. At the end of the day, whatever decisions, choices you make in life, just remember, you made those decisions. You made those choices. You did. Okay, so be accountable.
But you can't always see it in the tunnel. But I wholeheartedly agree with you. I mean, I agree with you. But I speak to people on every single level, so I understand the nuance of situations and how people will beat themselves up for something that's within their control, but they think it's outside of their control. You know.
And like I said, that comes back to accountability at the end of the day. Because if you
I
get
know. I
come
agree
back,
with you. I said I agree with you. He said again, then come right back around to accountability. Okay, then. Dang. Yes, I agree. I definitely agree. You gotta be accountable. But like I say all the time, accountability to hunt a house that don't nobody want to go in. Don't nobody want to walk in the house. Don't nobody want to call shit what it really is. Don't nobody want to do none of that shit. They don't want to do it. You afraid to be called whatever name you afraid to be called. You afraid to feel however you don't want to feel. I don't want to be seen. I don't like people will not associate with sad because they think that it's weak. So I don't know.
oh
I
yeah,
can't tell
nah,
people how to play their gender roles. I can give
like
you the
that.
foundation of any relationship, and I can give you some keystones to a foundation. I can't make the whole foundation because you're gonna have some unique little kinks in your foundation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and a lot of people they gotta they gotta really understand they gotta get out their own way. A lot of people
Yeah.
stuck in their own ways and feel like, oh well, I deserve this, this, and that. So if I ain't getting this, this, and that, then I'm gonna walk. Okay, walk.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to find this, this, and that, and it ain't even about finding this, this, and that. It's if you worth this, this, and that. If you're not worth it, then you're gonna keep walking
Yeah.
because you're not even showing me why I should be this, this, and that for you. You're not showing me. So you think I'm gonna be this, this, and that for you? Nah, that's not how that works. Whatever you show, that's what you're gonna get. And I'm not saying energy match energy because I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna be me regardless of whatever, however people come. You can't change me. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be what I'm gonna be. Who I'm gonna be. If I'm a nice guy, I'm gonna be a nice guy. If I'm an asshole, I'm gonna be an asshole. That's just life. That's just me. The person I am. But you're not gonna tell me that. Oh well, you will have some women who will say, I want a man that makes X amount of money, doesn't have kids, yada yada yada. But you got 2 kids and you make $19 an hour. You say you stay at home with your parents.
You
Like,
think
okay,
that people can't have them type of expectations for themselves? That's wrong for them.
you can have that kind of expectation, and nothing wrong with it. At the same time, you can't get mad at the guy if he's telling you, okay, that's fine. I'll make this amount. I ain't got no kids, but all I can do is mess around with you. Why? Because you don't make what I need you to make. You don't have your own place. You don't have your own car. You may look good, yeah, so what? But you don't meet my expectations now. So why should I stay with you?
I don't know. Everybody got their own. You. Everybody entitled to their own expectations or standards. I don't want to say expectations because really, like I say all the time, expectations is the root of all heartbreak. So go ahead, get rid of them now. Get rid of that notion of what your girlfriend gonna be like, what she not gonna be like, da da da. All that high school ass shit, that girlfriend boyfriend shit. I don't fuck with that too much these days. It's just either we gonna happen or we not gonna happen. So I don't know. I know what I want. So I don't be trying to groom nobody into what they supposed to be for me. You should just come equipped at this point.
It's not even really about becoming equipped. It's more of like this right here. If I'm going into a relationship and I want to be in a relationship with this woman, or we've been talking for X amount of months, I'm gonna pay attention to you. I'm gonna pay attention to what you don't like, what you do like, how you like this, how you don't like that. This way you ain't gotta say constantly tell me this, tell me that, tell me this, tell me that. That becomes annoying after a while. To hear it and to have to do it. If I gotta keep telling you I like this, I don't like this. Nah, I ain't really feeling that. If I gotta keep putting you in a situation to where you're getting frustrated or agitated or annoyed with what I'm doing, and I know you don't like it, I'm not paying attention enough. I don't care to pay attention to you. I just see you as, for the moment, you cool, or for the moment, you attractive, until I find somebody else, or until somebody else comes along. But if I'm
Why
not
you
taking,
don't just leave? Why not just leave?
you said what?
Why not just leave?
I mean, to be real with you, If you don't have to, you won't. In most cases, a lot of people won't.
I learned the hard way then, because baby, I'll break my own heart 1,000,001 times, but I ain't gonna stay nowhere where they gonna disrespect me, where they gonna run over me, where they gonna annoy me, where you gonna any place where I'm not seen or appreciated, I ain't staying. I'm good. I don't want it. I don't care how fine it is, what it's wrapped in. Go on, get the fuck gone. Goodbye, bitch. Bye bye, McBitch. And I
And now,
feel like that.
no, I feel that, and that's why in a lot of cases, some women get so stuck in long-term relationships and never get proposed to. It's because honestly, if he wanted to marry you, he would have. He don't want to. He just something right now for the moment. It's like, okay, she cool, she attractive. I'll keep her around right now until I find somebody else in the sense. And that's what happens a lot. Because if a guy gonna propose to you, a guy gonna marry you, you gonna know, and he gonna know. Them long-term relationships, that's just long story short. The guy pretty much saying, "I'll keep you around because you ain't bad." So I'll keep you around because shit, you do for a nigga every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Like you keep a nigga happy a little bit. You ain't that much of a problem. I could have worse.
I ain't trying to sit on the bench for nobody. I'm good, love, eat, drill, and motherfucking drill. I'm good. I don't want to sit on nobody's bench. I think that that's what people allow people to do. They allow them to bench them.
Yeah, true. And but also in some situations, people stick around because it works out financially. That happens a lot. If
Mm.
it's beneficial financially, they stick it out for a little longer. 1 year, 3 years,
Yeah.
5 years, like they stick it out because the economy is bad. So I mean, in some situations, I get it. From a lot of financial standpoints, I get it. Like it's like fuck it. It works out financially. Neither one of us stressing. Both of us get to save, et cetera, et cetera. Like it works like that. Not say it's right, but it works.
Yeah. I think everybody just tired, for real, for real. Everybody done worked so hard. Everybody been in survival mode so long. People just want a break. Niggas just want help. Bitches just want niggas to pay their bills. Like that's where we at.
Like a motherfucker.
Okay. Hey, Sister Joyce. She said, I'm 65. If it's not for you, don't waste my or your time. Absolutely. I agree. Please. I will leave. I will leave. Like I said, I will abandon the ship. I will get up mid conversation and walk the fuck out on your ass. Like, I have no problem with that. I will get gone. Like,
And I understand that. But like I said, a lot of people won't. A lot of people, you know what, let me give it a try. Or let me do this, let me do that. And that comes all the way back to accountability. Because these red flags are thinking up, and you like, you know what, maybe I could change this person. Okay, cool. And whatever happens, you are to blame for that too. Because you seen these red flags in the beginning. You decided, oh, I'm going to stay and try and see if I can change this person to fix this or fix that. Cool. Whatever they do, it was already going to happen regardless. Because you seen these red flags in the beginning and you ignored them because you thought you could change this person. So be accountable. Be accountable for your own hurt. People push off their own hurt, their own problems on everybody else so much. Be accountable first.
well, they gotta acknowledge it first. Okay? They definitely gotta be able to be accountable. Definitely what you said. You gotta acknowledge you. You gotta acknowledge you. That's why I'm always talking about self-development. It is so important. Once you start developing yourself, it's not too much. It's not. It's just gonna be simple. You're gonna be able to be like, oops, that's me. Hold on. Hold on. Let me take me out this situation because you offended me. Wait a minute.
Pretty much.
So I think you just gotta catch yourself where you at. But thank you so much for coming on and talking with me. And you coming back next week? We want to see you.
Yeah, I'll be here next week again.
Okay. Well, I look forward to talking to you next week then. Thank you all so much for tuning into the immersive experience. Um, I hope you guys enjoyed the conversation. And if you got some questions, comments, and or concerns, feel free to comment under this when you do it on the playback. Have a great night.